Yep, I woke up to this guy. Can you see the snow falling? Yep, these are all my thoughts, my opinions. Do your own research, and this is for fun, and leave kind messages, okay? But can you see the snow? I don't know if you can see the snowflakes falling. This is right outside my office. Isn't this pretty? Hi guys. I promise I won't be making that many videos. I don't want to bore you. Just that I get so many emails from you guys. I thought I'd make you this one. Because a lot of things, remember how many lies Meghan Markle tells? And that's the video that we were doing. Before I go on, in response to a lot of haters that I look like a Vulcan because of my eyebrows, if you are, I am a Trekkie. So I repeat myself again. That is a compliment. So I'm not offended by it. You know what I mean? So yeah, having gotten that out of the way, yeah, I thank you. Yeah, I was born with these eyebrows. I can't help it. And I wouldn't want to, no. I wanted to bring something up. I know I've been making a lot of fun of people and stuff like that. And even about Harry and Meghan Markle, because actually the situation is laughable. Personally, I think that Her Majesty the Queen is going to call them to tell them personally that their titles are being removed. We've seen how many misconceptions and lies. To tell you the truth, you don't even know now who's lying or telling the truth, because everybody was saying that Harry and the public was paying for the for their security, and then Harry comes on national television and says that they hadn't, that they stopped paying for their security, of a 36-year-old millionaire. Yeah, well, Tyler Perry, which is quite ironic, because if you think about that, this white entitled man and his white entitled wife were taking money from a black guy who worked from poverty to earn what he has. Does that make any sense to you? Because let's face it, Meghan Markle is not a black woman. She went from a white girl, maybe biracial, to now a full-on black woman. Can somebody please explain that to me? Joking aside, okay? To me, what I'm getting out of it, because a lot of you, I got a lot of hate from mail from the sugars. Oh, you don't know what racism is. Actually, I do. For some reason, black people think they have they have cornered the market on racism. That's not true. Quite a lot of people, different races, Asians, Hindus, Lebanese, Muslims, Hispanics, everybody suffers racism. It's just that crap, even the Jewish people, remember the Holocaust? How many millions died horribly? And for the black people to come and say, oh, you're only racist against me. Meghan Markle, when she said that the press attacking the Duchess of Cambridge is just rude, but if they attack her, it's racism. Why? That is not her. She is being racist, saying that she cannot be called out on her lies. She cannot be told, listen, you're lying. That she's not willing to do the job for which she's getting so many privileges. So that she is abusing the race card. You honey, you signed up for that, but you signed up for the privileges of the royal life, but you didn't want to do the work for it. You want to enjoy them and use them for your own celebrity, and that's not how it's done. Now, I hope A&L appeals, Associated Newspapers Limited appeals. I know my channel is very small, so if you guys can help me with bigger channels so they can push for A&L to appeal. Meghan Markle, this was another editing that they did because they knew that the bullying claims were coming out. This throws shade at all the staff members who were put specially there for her to receive training in social and protocols and how things work. But how can you train somebody who doesn't want to be trained or doesn't want to do the job because she already has another agenda? That's it. She was not interested in learning anything. I mean, that one of the signs when she did that thing with the train with the queen, where they told her, listen, you have to wear a hat. It's part of the ensemble. If you were at McDonald's, you wear the uniform kind of thing, refusal. So this also, when she goes and says, nobody did anything for me. What happened to all those aides? What happened to Samantha Cohen and all the other staffers that came after her? They were trying to tell her what to do, but she refused to do it. That is slander against the staff. The staff, this is outrageous. The staff has to speak out and say, no, that is not true. And for some reason, the staff is quiet. Now, another very important thing in that interview that she did is that she said she couldn't talk to anybody. And yet, I'm not going to name the name of this lister that came and did a talk show just a couple of days ago, saying that Meghan Markle doesn't regret anything. And if anything, they should be thankful that she didn't say more, because there are emails and text messages. So how can this C-lister know? Then she knew that Meghan Markle was telling people about her mental troubles, because she was telling people about everything. Oh, my friends showing text messages. And so she was speaking to people. Her mother was a mental health social worker. Her husband is. So that story, she is a liar and she's abusing. This is like a woman who cries rape when it's not true. That's how terrible this is. And I take offense with that. I suffer from anorexia for many years. I'm 5'7", and I weigh 129. I gain weight, but a lot of people, when they see me, they see, oh, you're slim, because when you have anorexia, it's something that stays with you your whole life. You're always thinking on, at least for me, and for my friends who also have eating disorders, it's something that I think about it, I'm eating this thing, even though I'm slim, and I go for 10-kilometer walks, and I feel guilty sometimes about eating food. Yeah. And I've had struggles with that. And Meghan Markle, to come and say she was isolated when she was on the fucking phone all day, sending text messages, talking to everybody, having her mom on speed dial, meeting with Oprah, with Hillary Clinton, she had all kinds of famous people, going to the Cotswolds with Victoria Beckham, whom she slandered later on, saying that Victoria Beckham leaked the thing. That is slander. She is slandering, and she should be treated like a criminal who makes false accusations. I'm going to bite the bullet. I don't care how much more hate mail I get. When a woman falsely claims of domestic violence, or make false claims about rape, or makes false claims about abuse, or makes false claims about racism, it sets everybody back. Equality, I said it yesterday, it's about enjoying the same rights and benefits for everybody, regardless of your race, culture, social background. Because don't forget that the Duchess of Cambridge enjoyed a lot of elitism because of her social background, that she wasn't an aristocrat, that she was a commoner. That is discrimination. She suffered and continues to suffer a lot of discrimination. Make no mistake about that. What the press did and how people treated her was not rude, was discriminatory, which is different. So for Meghan to say, oh, if you tell that to a completely white girl, that's rude. But if you call me a liar and all the lies I've said, that's racism. How about the lies she's saying about her sister? That her sister didn't know. She hadn't seen her sister in years. That her sister's a liar, because that's basically what she said. That her sister is changed her name after she got engaged with Harry. She changed it, I think, in 2006, back to Markle. So all these lies, these are all slanders. And all of these things that she's saying, these are false accusations that reflect badly in the United Kingdom. Because let's not forget that the monarchy, it represents a nation. But they went even further by saying it's not the nation, it's not only the monarchy or the staff, because they're throwing shade at the entire staff of the Majesty the Queen, just because Her Majesty, probably rightly so, was told, listen, they are recording conversations, and anything and everything you say will be twisted around. We do not advise you to talk to them, and if you're going to talk to Harry, we get him somewhere where he's alone without recording anything, because what they're doing is terrible. Now, another very important thing, and I really, really, please help me spread this video to Yankee Wally, to everybody. Please, let's get momentum going, because during the judge and the letter trial, the judge requested that she introduce or presents all the text messages and communications and emails between her and her friends to decide whether or not she actually gave the go-ahead or collaborated to have that letter leaked in the United States to People magazine. Her answer was that due to security reasons, all emails and text messages get deleted after 30 days. Yet we have the C-list talking yesterday that, oh no, we have emails. Like, it is her. This is a Z-list celebrity. We have this filth of people trying to hold ransom the royal family, the monarchy, and the UK for false slanders. Trying to, if I say to my son, my son. If I say to my son, I love, I was talking to him yesterday, because we were comparing skin tones, and for some reason I'm whiter than he is, and we were talking about it, and then it was a conversation that we were having when my son was going to be born. This is a conversation that we had. Everybody, we were all curious. And you know what? Wouldn't it be something if Harry was one of the people who actually initiated that conversation? Saying, I wonder what my kids are going to look like. That is something sweet, and they're turning it into something slanderous for their purposes. That's abusing the race card. And if there should be an investigation, it's not against the falsehoods that Meghan Markle said against the staff, but against her, because people have a duty to investigate accusations before pointing a finger. Now, they don't need to name names because it's slander. This is here, he said, she said. You know what I mean? I have, believe you me, I have so many friends of different colors. I have one of my best buddies. He's black and gorgeous, and he plays the piano so beautifully, but that's neither here nor there. And we joke about him. He married Carrie's his wife, and she's freckled blonde, And you have no idea of the bets we had going. I won, because the kid was actually born with freckles and curly blonde hair, and golden skin, and because everybody thought it was going to be black. But this was ongoing everywhere. We were even calling people abroad because we're all spread throughout the world. So we were calling, wonder what, and we were making bets. There was nothing racist about it. It's just the way it is. It's human nature. There are even websites dedicated so you can, insert both the pictures. I've done it. I'm sure all of you have done it. You can insert the pictures, of the father and the mother, and it gives you probability of what the kid would look like. So that is slander. Meghan Markle has made slander. This is not a terrible interview for the royal family. Again, switch the perspective. It's a terrible interview because everything they have said will be used against them. Now, remember in my previous videos, I think a couple of videos back, I told you that Oprah is drumming and going on and on about this interview because she wants to garner more attention, because she wants to re-show it. Now it's coming in the news that Oprah is going to re-show it. Now, let me put something in perspective. We all seen Princess Diana Panorama interview. That was what, 25 years ago? Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, guys? But I think it's about 25 years ago. This interview received no PR like Oprah did. There was no internet, and it didn't receive any publicity because it was a secret. They didn't want, this stopped, and it was a shock. I think it was like 2 days before, something like that. They started saying, Panorama, here it is, because they were afraid that, Buckingham Palace was going to stop it. So there was no internet, no publicity, no nothing. The night that interview aired 25 years ago, there was less population in the United Kingdom. almost 26 million people watched it. Yeah, compared to 17 million people in the US, in spite of, massive publicity on behalf of Oprah Winfrey, massive publicity on the internet, massive publicity. And worldwide, it's only reached 49 million people. Mostly because in the UK, people watch. That's what gave it its boost. Okay? And when Princess Diana, that panorama interview was almost 26 million in the UK alone. Worldwide, almost, I think it was 200 and some million people. This is back when there was no internet. It was harder to get across. I mean, BBC wasn't even that popular, or well-known, and yet they managed to get that many people. And here we have this C-lister gathering, and we got 17. Yeah, for Oprah, whose popularity had actually gone down, because I show you the ratings of her her network is actually barely 50,000 people watching. And guess what? Even though she was paid by CBS, she is the one who holds the rights of distribution. Okay? So that is one of the things that I'm wondering. Oh, that's pretty because it's snowing. Yeah, I'm sorry. So that's one of the things that I'm wondering. So I hope that A&L, and please help me spread this video around, A&L must appeal, because Meghan Markle has lied about not having access to text messages or emails for security reasons, to not present them there. And A&L has good grounds to appeal. Number two, the titles must be removed. Harry defected, slandered, because everything they've said, this is like spitting to the wind. I am repeating myself because we all know that what they say is lies, lies, lies. And just because Oprah broadcasts their lies, it doesn't make them true. Okay? I understand Her Majesty the Queen. I love her. I respect her. But the government and Parliament have to get involved now, because Harry and Meghan Markle's message. Did you all miss the bit when Oprah said, if they were to give you titles and money and everything, will you go back? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course. That is blackmail. That is blackmail. If you don't give us what we want, we'll slander your ass. We don't care what we have to say. We'll slander your ass. That is the message. That is blackmail. You do not negotiate with blackmailers nor terrorists. That's a long-standing policy of the United States of America, which will do the UK good. If you give a mouse a cookie, it will want milk to swallow the cookie. Once it swallows the cookie, it will want another cookie. The golden post will be moved and moved and moved and moved and moved and moved and moved. Because once you concede, that's it. Especially when you're conceding to lies. If anything, I think government should take this very seriously. And I wonder, again, I gave the example yesterday. If, for example, in Belgium, you can sue on behalf of your city. For example, if you think that something is being done to your city or something is not right, you can sue on behalf of your city. I wonder if the people of the UK have the possibility to sue Meghan Markle and Harry for slander. Now, in regards to free press, that is terrible. And this is the narrative. And this is why A&L must appeal. Because what Meghan Markle, I didn't want to get Piers Morgan fired, but I want to complain and I want him to apologize. This is like you saying apologize to your rapist. What the hell? Because Meghan Markle is abusing the laws, and she knows it, and she's abusing a position that she feels is a position of power. No, she's not. Most of the people in the United States are making fun of them. They're a joke. But, the other ones is the image of the United Kingdom. It is terrible. They have to be sued. A&L must appeal, and the titles must be removed. And most importantly, the staff. Because everything that they sat down to say there is the staff. No accountability for their lack of duty and responsibility. And where was Harry in all of this fucking mess? Isn't he the loving, devoted husband? Looking out for his wife? Where was he? And he sat next to her and did not correct her lies. because he should have at least corrected her lies. At the end of the day, the buck stops with him. And he should even, he should have said, you know what, Oprah, let me edit that, because I'm sure they had. Because you remember the long list of demands that they make even before speaking engagements? They didn't get paid, but you had so many advertising during the show about pharmaceutical. I'm sure they're getting a little slice of that, you know? So, yeah, they have to be investigated for the bullying and the slander that they continue to say against the staff. That is terrible. That is terrible. Please leave your comments. And these are just my opinions. What do you think? Isn't it pretty? I just can't believe it. It's snowing like crazy. Look at that.